What effect did the depression have on your marriage?
Well, it gave everybody a wonderful new label. It's Diana's unstable, and Diana's mentally imbalanced. And unfortunately, that seems to have stuck on and off over the years.
Are you saying that that label stuck within your marriage?
I think people used it, and it stuck. Yes.
What happens when a woman of empathy is placed inside an institution built on control? This is not just the story of a princess, it's the journey of a woman who redefined what royalty could mean. Princess Diana didn't rule from a throne, she ruled from the heart. Hounded by the press, betrayed by the system, yet loved by the world, her life was a modern-day fairy tale with a heartbreaking twist. And even after her death, her voice still echoes in the world she tried to heal. Born on July 1st, 1961, Diana Frances Spencer came into the world at Park House in Norfolk. Her aristocratic roots were deeply intertwined with British nobility. Her father, John Spencer, was the 8th Earl Spencer, and her mother, Frances, came from the influential Rocha family. As a child, Diana was shy and sensitive, but her world was shattered when her parents divorced in 1969. At just 7 years old, she was left emotionally scarred, often torn between two homes and longing for the stability she never had. Despite this, she remained caring and maternal, particularly close to her younger siblings. While she wasn't a top student at Westheath Girls' School, Diana had a passion for ballet, music, and helping others. Even before royalty, her empathy stood out. In 1980, Diana caught the attention of Prince Charles during a countryside visit. Young, charming, and untouched by scandal, she seemed like the perfect fit for the future king. Barely 19, she was thrust into the public eye as their relationship blossomed under media scrutiny. The world watched in fascination as the engagement was announced in February 1981. When asked if they were in love, Charles's infamous response, "Whatever in love means," hinted at the emotional gap already present. Still, on July 29, 1981, over 750 million people witnessed their fairy tale wedding at St. Paul's Cathedral. Diana became the Princess of Wales, but beneath the royal titles, anxiety was already growing. Diana's life transformed overnight. From a London apartment to Buckingham Palace, she was now bound by protocol, press, and expectations. Despite becoming a global fashion icon and giving birth to Prince William in 1982 and Prince Harry in 1984, she battled inner demons. Behind palace walls, she was isolated. Her struggles with bulimia, depression, and low self-esteem were made worse by Charles's ongoing relationship with Camilla Parker Bowles. She often described herself as feeling unloved, unheard, and emotionally suffocated. While the monarchy valued restraint, Diana felt everything deeply, and her vulnerability was often dismissed. In a world of cold formalities, she began searching for meaning through her own path. As her marriage crumbled, Diana turned to public service, not as duty, but as a lifeline. She revolutionized the role of a royal, often ditching gloves and formal barriers to embrace those in need. She hugged AIDS patients when others wouldn't even touch them. She visited hospitals, held the hands of the dying, and sat with the homeless. Her presence wasn't performative, it was healing. While palace insiders saw her as a liability, the public saw her as a saint. She didn't represent power, she represented people. Slowly, Diana stopped trying to fit into the royal mold and began creating her own identity, one rooted in emotional connection and real change. As Diana's royal marriage crumbled in the public eye, she found her true purpose beyond the crown. After her separation and emotional 1995 interview where she famously said, "There were 3 of us in this marriage," she divorced Prince Charles in 1996, losing her title but gaining her voice. Freed from royal constraints, she poured herself into humanitarian work, championing AIDS awareness, children's health, and landmine eradication. Her visit to Angola's minefields became a global symbol of courage. But just as she stepped into this new chapter, tragedy struck. On August 31, 1997, Diana died in a car crash in Paris while fleeing paparazzi. She was only 36. The world mourned like never before. Over 2 billion watched her funeral. Though her estimated net worth at death was around $31 million, her true value was the love and change she inspired. Through her sons, her charities, and the millions she touched, Diana's legacy lives on, not as a queen of a nation, but as the people's princess forever.